Good evening, you're listening to the Monday Club and I'm here with Archie Shuttler. Some of you who listen to the show regularly will know that I've spoken to Archie Shuttler before, because with every new year
he releases a new album.
Alright, and what's this year's album called?
This year's new album, Carl, is called The Accidental Death of a Cactus.
I don't want to talk too much about The Accidental Cactus, because my cactus that I found on the street lived very well done. Is still alive, but I have managed to accidentally kill it. It's not easy to do. We'll talk more about that in a moment. I need to play some music. Shall we hear something from the album, or a must hear?
Oh, as you mentioned, the fact that I do an album every year, and that was the title of last year's album.
Yeah.
The title of the first track,
yes,
instead of with every new year I release a new album, is with every new album. I release a new year. So
okay,
let's some kind of continuity from what we were just babbling about.
Okay.
So play track one from the album.
All right, this is with every new album from The Accidental Death of a Cactus.
I said with every new year I'd release a new album. That was quite an ambitious commitment. I think I'm going to use this as a chance to document my aging process. So far it's going quite well. I'm closer to heaven than I am to hell. And they're getting on quite well after the divorce. After the divorce. And I'm trying to get a mortgage, trying. And my cactus has died. My cactus has died. Who the f*** kills a cactus? A cactus can survive in a desert, but not in my house. But not in my house.
Brilliant, very funny, and I think I was quick enough to.
You got it.
I think I got it.
That was a very quick reaction time.
I must admit, I'd only heard it once, so I knew it was there. And if anybody was offended, I'm sorry. But, however, how did you accidentally kill a cactus? Was it just a lack? Because what happened?
A lack of care.
A lack of care.
Just, they don't need much water, but they do need some. Sometimes.
That's exactly what happened with mine.
I gave them less than they get in a desert.
I see. One got overwatered because we were watering it at different times. And
you weren't communicating.
We weren't communicating, and nobody was putting their finger into the soil.
We've done that with another plant, not the cactus.
So the heaven and hell, and then the idea of the divorce. Are you talking about the heaven and the hell, or
well, there's several things going on with that. So there's a book called The Marriage of Heaven and Hell.
Okay.
By William Blake.
Okay.
Well, it's by Aldous Huxley, but it references a William Blake poem.
Right.
And I thought it'd be funny if Heaven and Hell then got divorced.
Yeah. What are the reasons for getting divorced? There's due to
Heaven and Hell getting. I don't know, because William Blake and he only says about how they get married.
Right,
why they get divorced? I guess there could be several reasons.
Yeah. The moon would be involved in it, I'm sure, because she's naughty. Right, so with every new album, have you got new performers playing on this album?
Some, yeah.
So have you got? Let's talk about the people that have been on other albums. Let's do the continuity.
We'll start with continuity. Craig.
Yes,
Craig Hilton on the drums.
Yep, cool. How long have you known Craig?
Ooh, Well, probably 7 years from open mics, but known him better since we've been playing music together the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay, cool. So
Continuity Craig, and who else is new? Lou. Can't think of a funny thing to alliterate with Lou, but Lou has been singing backing vocals with me for a while.
Lou the
she didn't actually. Lou, she didn't sing on the record last year.
Oh, okay. Just on the live.
Well, she did a bit actually, but she features more on this one.
Excellent.
Yeah. And Lou's great.
Yeah.
And bass, we have a new bassist.
Okay.
He's called Mustafa, and he's amazing.
All right.
I'm very lucky to have Mustafa playing.
Cool.
And we got Madhuri on the violin. So we had violin on last year's.
Madhuri, that's a lovely name.
It is. It's an Indian name.
Right, okay. Yeah. Gorgeous. What does Madhuri play?
She plays violin.
Okay, cool.
So we had violin on last year's album, but that was Jake.
Yeah,
this is Madhuri.
The violin, it's beautifully interspersed, and I think it might have been that one that I kind of went, I was suddenly listening.
Carl, this is the first time I've actually written a score.
Right. Okay.
Proper, like string section with the cellos and everything.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah. It's really lovely. Yeah, it's really lovely. Cool.
And so I didn't mention, now that I can't mention some of the band and not the others.
No, you have to mention them all now.
Not be fair,
that's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's deliberate.
So there's Bella, who plays the cello.
Yeah.
Who has been on the last 2 albums.
Ah, cool.
She's not playing with us live because she lives in Brighton.
Okay.
So we got a cellist called Simon who plays with us live, but it's Bella who's playing on this album.
Yeah, which this isn't the final mastered.
No, so you might hear a few buzzes and hisses and stuff.
But I'm very grateful.
They'll all be gone by the time it's online.
Okay, and the launch for this is the 29th of July.
29th of July.
Spice of Life, is that right?
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Cool.
Spice of Life is in Soho.
Yep.
And it's going to be a great night. So
Are you upstairs? Are you upstairs or downstairs? Not that it matters.
I should know the answer to that question.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
I don't think it makes any difference. Well, the sound downstairs is amazing, so they're kind of like, that's what I know. I know the downstairs.
Let's hope it's downstairs.
But I've never been to gigs upstairs, and there are gigs upstairs as well, I believe. I'm not too sure.
Well, maybe if we continue with the heaven and hell thing, let's hope we're downstairs. All the best music's in hell.
That's allegedly true. All right, cool. So we've got the band. We've mentioned the launch, and let's play another track. Let's play another track from the album. Where should we go? Maybe we could go to something that I found interesting, because I've known you for quite a long time, and you're not. Although you do dress up, you don't dress up to necessarily look good.
It's almost the opposite.
It's generally
to look silly sometimes.
It's generally to look silly. And the idea of Fat and Grey, which I want to play next.
I think that's a good choice.
For me, it made me. I saw you in a different light, that you may actually look in mirrors occasionally to kind of check whether how you're looking. But the interesting vanity isn't yours, as far as I know.
It was. I got a sudden moment. I'd taken a photo with a friend, and he sent it to me, and he sent it together with a photo that we took maybe 4 years previous.
Right.
And it was the difference. Them together, I was like, whoa.
Okay.
But as you'll see in the song, I think being fat and grey is not necessarily a bad thing.
This is Fat and Grey from the new album from Archie Shuttler.
I saw my photo today. I looked old and fat and going grey. Hey, you say that like it's a bad thing. I used to turn heads. Now I'm just tracing the threads. And I find they were just nets that kept me trapped. I am aging, and time is waging a war on my skin, and it's a war I'm not invested 'cause I like my skin thick. I like my nets unpicked. I like responsibility. More than I did when I was free to live life selfishly and to care. Oh yeah, only for me. Me, 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 me.
Who's gonna
mother me?
Me, 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 me. Who's gonna mother me?
Me, me.
Me, 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 me. Who's gonna mother
Who's gonna mother me?
me, 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 me. Who's gonna mother
Me, 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 me.
me, 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 me. Who's gonna mother
Who's gonna mother me?
me, 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 me. Who's gonna mother me?
Correct. Correct. So we were right. We did find out that you still think that it's silly to think of yourself as anything other than silly.
Well, yeah, I think it's important to have a sense of humour about one.
For sure. Well, your albums, not every song of yours, but definitely within the album, there's always humour. There's always a lightness of touch to the truth.
Yeah, but lightness with darkness. I think you get like if it's just only light, then it's a bit, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's elements. It's palatable. Sometimes the humour kind of allows the idea of the sometimes just the title of the song could be quite sad. When the heavy break still has humour in it, you know, there's has a lot of humour. Yeah, but it is a kind of heavy album, but within it there is definitely humour within most of the songs, and the fact who's going to mother me reminded me when my mum passed. I was chatting with my brothers, and one of us said, "We're orphans." Who's going to mother me?
How old do you have to be?
To not be an orphan when both of your parents died. That was a question I had. But the question I had, it was how old do you have to be about the album in general. How old do you have to be to accept, which seems what you've done with this album is accept the inevitability.
You got it. You have correctly pronounced inevitability.
Yeah, the inevitability of aging. At what age do you think that should be accepted?
Well, you know, I'm 39. That's how old I am.
Cool.
But you meet, I don't know, like people who are 25 who go, "Oh, I can't believe I'm 25. I'm a quarter of a century old." So I think everyone thinks that they can't believe how old they are, whatever age they are.
Yeah, true. Although I was 34 for 3 years.
I remember when I was 36, and I spent the whole year thinking I was 37.
All right, okay.
And then found out I was 36, and I've had one a year.
I was 34 for the first year, and then realised that I couldn't have been 34 last year, so I must be 34 this year. And then realised that no, you were 35 last year, so I'm just going to be 34 this year as well. I just kept telling everyone I was 34.
In 2012, I'm a school teacher,
right?
And I spent I think at least a week of January in the classroom writing 2011 on the board, and none of the kids told me. I think they all just found it really funny.
Easily done. Easily done. Although probably professionally it shouldn't be that easy to do. As you're teaching children. Hey.
And then you're meant to use calendars that clearly...
Yeah. Well, they got whiteboards now, and the date comes up anyway, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's all interactive these days.
As it should be. Interactive. Let's have one of your must-hear tunes.
Oh, okay. Let's go for Violet Gibson. Do you want to just play it, or shall I say something about it?
Let's do this thing. You're listening to the Monday Club.
This is Riverside.
You're still listening to Mulligan Cupboard, and I'm here with Archie Shuttler. We're talking about his.
How often do you have to do that?
The accident once every 15 minutes or so. Apart from not doing there's ads at past and there's the news on the hour. So once again at something around 45. And we're talking about the accidental death of a cactus. But I ask all my guests to send me some music that they think everyone should hear at least once in their life. Or would you like to tell me why you chose this as a song that everyone should hear at least once in their life? What is it about?
I think so. The singer Lisa O'Neill, she's got an amazing voice, and I think everyone should hear her voice at least once in their lives. Yeah. There's a cover she did of a Bob Dylan song called "All the Tired Horses," which I could have chosen because it's directly inspired one of the tracks on this album. Okay, what a track! I didn't choose that though. No. So I won't talk about that. But what I will talk about is this song, which is just a beautiful song. It's a true story. Okay. She's called Violet Gibson. She was from Ireland, and she went to Italy in order to try and assassinate Mussolini. Okay. The Italian fascist, and she failed. Right. She tried twice within 5 seconds of each other with a gun. Right. And missed him from very close range. Oh. And it kind of leads one to the conclusion that she just wasn't a violent person and just didn't have it in her to kill someone. Yeah. Or she was just a rubbish shot. Okay. Or both. Okay. And it's a beautiful song. It's got that dark and light again. Yeah. And that's all I want to say about it. Brilliant cool. Song. This is Lisa O'Neill with Violet Gibson.
There are many ways to go mad. I go out to roam with a rock in my fist and a gun in my bag, and I shoot Mussolini in the nose. I didn't shoot to skim the skin of his snout or his teeth or the lips on his mouth. I simply saw a bad egg and I thought I'd take the bad egg out. I fired twice, I didn't fire right, and they dragged me through the town. And the fascist dictator carried on, and I went down, down and down and then down more. They hurt me in and out, half tap, half mad, an ignorant tourist, an old Irish hag. They call me all sorts, but I moved in silence for the love of truth, not violence, and I'm mad in the know. People don't really change, I suppose. They just go a little bad when they go. Me up in the Northampton house where I feed the Northampton birds, and I nurse the reasons why I think I'm a violet. I was never a rose. I've been 29 years here. I'm not ready to be here anymore. the violets still grow. I moved in silence for the love of truth, not violence. And I'm mad and I know people don't really change, I suppose. They just go a little bad when they go. There are many ways to go mad. I go out to roam with a rock in my fist and a gun in my bag, and I shoot Mussolini in the nose. I didn't shoot to skim the skin of his snout or his teeth or the lips on his mouth. I simply saw a bad egg and I thought I'd take the bad egg out.
Violet Gibson by Lisa O'Neill, chosen by Archie Shuttler as one of the songs you must hear at least once in your life, and I completely agree with you about her voice. And one of the things, like I'd learned that just so I could sing some of the lines in it. As you say, the dark and light. That's the chorus, for want of a better word, it made me smile every time.
Yeah, it's funny,
ridiculous. Maybe because you didn't shoot him in his face and he has got children and blah 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 and all the rest of killing people, but because you missed, this isn't acceptable.
Yeah, and the other thing about it is, which is funny and also sad, is so she was caught.
Yes.
I mean, she was there with a gun, like a whole crowd descending on her. And Mussolini, the arrogance of the man, he spared her, and he thought, like, anyone who wants to assassinate me, the only possible explanation is that they're mad.
Oh, right.
Not that they don't like the fact that I'm a fascist dictator.
No.
And it was said in the song, but she spent 29 years in an asylum. Yeah. And everyone thought she was mad. No, she was like, and that's the thing. It's like being well adjusted to a awful society is not a sign of sanity. But maybe all the other people at the rally were the insane ones.
Agreeing that this is the way forward. So, and I also wanted to ask you a question that I was talking to my wife about, and that is about the folk genre. To have an excellent folk song doesn't necessarily mean that you fit the idea of a good singer. Like, because the heart is in the song, the folk people accept the love within the song, or the heart, the depth of the song. There are many well-known folk songs that originated with someone that doesn't have an angelic voice or a deep, or a timbre.
I mean, they're traditional songs that are sung by anyone.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and I think that is going to become a traditional song that's sung by many people. And
she sings traditional songs as well, actually.
Yeah. That's why I bothered to say that it was fair to talk about her as a folk singer, because she has won folk awards, and worked with Yorkston and Thorne and Kahn and various other amazing people. Got the Choice Music Prize. Anyway, I don't want to talk loads about her, but when I first met you...
One thing, when you first met me, I definitely couldn't sing.
Yes, she could. Yes, she could.
Shouted enthusiastic.
Yes, she could, and you did. And you sung, I'm not going to say... I don't want to make it not protest songs, certainly not anarchistic songs, certainly, but not anarchist songs and not protest songs. But have you always felt that you were a folk singer, or did you see yourself?
No, but that's just because I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah,
really.
right.
I think I saw myself in the punk tradition, but I think punk was basically...
Punk's folk.
It was folk for the 70s.
Yeah, punk's folk.
It's folk with distorted guitars and shouting.
Dub is folk.
It's DIY music.
Yeah,
by the people.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, yeah, so punk.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you mentioned that Lisa O'Neill has covered a song that has a direct correlation to your one of the songs on the album. Can we go to that next?
So just to explain that, her song "All the Tired Horses," it's just a mantra that is just one line repeated over and over again. It gets more and more intense.
Okay.
And that's what I went for with this song.
What song is it? I'm just going to set it
Me.
up. Right, okay, cool. Because we don't have enough time to actually play "Come For Me." Because of the half, we've got a minute and a half before the doodah. Yeah, this is for the doodah.
I don't think I've got any short songs.
What we'll do is we'll remind people of and it's the preview album launch, isn't it?
Yeah, so it was meant to be the album launch, and it's taking longer than I thought it would to get the album on.
Okay, cool. So it's a preview album launch with a full live band.
Full live band
at the Spice of Life.
Aforementioned musicians.
Yeah. A full live band at the Spice of Life on the 29th of July.
And not just us. There's an amazing bill.
Yes, because
that's what you're getting to, isn't it?
Well, because one of the bands is one of my favourite bands in all of South London, which is the Discount Orchestra.
Yes.
And when was the last time they played out? It's worth going to see your launch, but
you should go, guys. You should go and see Discount Orchestra just for themselves as well. They're amazing.
Who else is playing? We've got 30 seconds.
Shkembe Soup. Who do sort of Anatolian music, and it's not just amazing sound, it's also amazing visuals because they got like belly dancing and stuff. So there's going to be a whole
your gigs are always exciting
spectacle. We're not dressing up really, but they will.
Okay, and Victoria Alexandra.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Who she's great. She does some beautiful folk music.
And I'll do the description. You tell me who it is. Croaky alt folk.
Sam Butler.
All right, cool. So we've done that, and you're listening to the Monday Club. Here are some ads, I think. You're listening to the Monday Club. I'm here with Archie Shuttler, and we're talking about his pre-release party for The Accidental Death of a Cactus, and we're playing tunes from him, and we were talking about Come For Me.
Yes.
So, what's your take on Come For Me?
Basic idea. So, as I was saying, sort of the idea of a mantra that gets repeated over and over again. I've instead of one line that's repeated, I've got two very similar lines. So listen out for that.
Okay.
And it showcases Maduri's violin,
excellent,
as well as the cello.
Yeah.
So, the previous song we played didn't have the strings on, so this one does.
Okay.
And
cool.
Yeah, it's really nice to play with a string section.
Yeah. All right, this is Come For Me by Archie Shuttler from the album Accidental Death of a Cactus.
Come to me. Won't you come for me? Won't you come on my heart? It is tearing us asunder. Come to me. Won't you come? Comfort me. Won't you come on my heart? It is pulling us under. Come to me. Won't you come? Come for me. Won't you come on my heart? It is tearing us asunder. Come to me. Won't you come? Comfort me. Won't you come on to me. Won't you come for me? Won't you come on my heart? It is tearing us asunder. Come to me. Won't you comfort me? Won't you come on my heart? It is pulling us under. Come to me. Won't you come for me? Won't you come on my heart?
Archie Shuttler, Come For Me, from the album Accidental Death of a Cactus. Well done for not... there's a sexual element to the words "come for me" in my mind, in my tiny little.
Some people might see that.
They might see that, and well done for not making that glaringly obvious, and for not going down that road and allowing the song and the repetition and the idea of it not being anything like that. Well done. That would have been incredibly difficult for me to do, because of my tiny child mind. Actually, my adult mind. Actually, it's not my tiny. I didn't think about anything like that when I was a child. So yeah, my adult mind, which is always confused by innuendo. And well, it's a beautiful song. And you were right about the violin. I think it was that song where I was suddenly listening to the violin.
It's the feature instrument of the song.
Yeah, well, I think it was because I was able to, because I knew kind of what was coming with the vocals.
Yeah, that's it.
I just drifted into my ear. It was gorgeous.
Sometimes that can be quite nice when you, I know the lyrics, and sometimes one word might change, but you kind of know it. And so it makes your brain tune into the other stuff. Yeah,
really, really nice. Really nice. I like it. This is going to be a great gig, 29th of July at the Spice of Life. I think that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, 29th of July. We'll say it loads of times.
Yeah, okay, cool. So, strangely, we're already 20 minutes away from the end of the show. I want to play at least one more of your must-hears. I don't want it to be a kind of thing at the end where we just throw it in as a thing. Okay. So, which would you like to be played? We may play them both, but...
Let's go for the Box of Chocolates.
Cool.
By Tommy McDonald.
Our Tommy McDonald, piano.
Our very own. There is. We found out recently. Me and Tom. I know Tommy personally.
Yes.
Listeners.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Carl just said our.
Yeah.
What was I going? Oh, yeah. There's a Tom McDonald as well as a Tommy McDonald, and Tommy is not that happy because when you search for Tommy McDonald online, you get Tom McDonald, who is a kind of very bigoted rapper.
Oh God! Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
so make sure you put the Tommy.
Yeah. DOMMY McDonald, and it's MacDonald as well. So I've got a box of chocolates and Tom McDonald, and I saw something on your Insta or one of the social media things that you have some information. Should we listen to the song first, and then you tell me stories about Tommy, or?
I don't know which. It might be better to introduce it. So I work with Tommy.
Yeah.
He's my teaching assistant in the school that we both teach at, even though he actually sometimes teaches just as much as I do.
Yeah.
And Tommy is fond, as the title of this song suggests, I've got a box of chocolates. He's rather fond of confectionery items.
Yes.
He occasionally goes to the local Tesco's at break, and he'll come over to me and he'll say something like, "Archie, would you like a twirl?" I say yes, and then he twirls me around on my wheel wheelie chair thing. Or he might come up to me and go, "Archie, you look like you need a boost." Or he'll come up to me looking a bit shifty and he'll go, "Archie, do you want a whisper?" So that, something that gets me through my days. And this is his song, I've Got a Box of Chocolates.
Looking after your teacher is one of the best jobs that a teaching assistant can do. So well done, Tommy. This is Tommy with Tommy, the M-Y at the end of Tom McDonald with I've Got a Box of Chocolates.
Oh, my dear, the night is here and the pubs and clubs are closed. I just got off my evening shift. You just got back from your folks. What is there for us to do in a city that needs its sleep? I got no money anywho, so let's revel on the cheap. Oh, I got a box of chocolates, you got a bottle of wine. Let's get together this evening, I think that would be fine. I'll meet you in the garden, beneath the moonlight's gleam. We'll sip on a couple of Cabernets and slip into a dream. I've got a mighty fine selection of delectable confection. Milk, white, dark caramel. We're gonna have a hell of a time, 'cause I got a box of chocolates, you got a bottle of wine. Oh, let's get together this evening, I think that would be fine. Chocolates, you've got a bottle of wine. Let's get together this evening, I think that would be fine. I'll meet you in the garden, beneath the moonlight's gleam. We'll sip on a couple of Cabernets and slip into a dream. I've got a mighty fine selection of delectable confection. Milk, white, dark caramel. We're gonna have a hell of a time, 'cause I got a box of chocolates, you got a bottle of wine. Oh, let's get together this evening, I think that would be very, 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 very fine.
I've Got a Box of Chocolates from Tom McDonald, chosen by Archie Shuttler. You're listening to the Monday Club. You're still listening to the Monday Club. I'm still here with Archie Shuttler. We're still talking about the album Accidental Death of a Cactus, and let's choose something from the album to play, and whatever you choose. Then if I've listened to it, I'll talk a little bit about it, and if I haven't listened to it, you can talk about it.
Okay, let's go for Sun on My Skin. I only sent these to Carl last night, so he can be forgiven if he hasn't listened to them.
No, but why do I know about it? No, you tell me about it. No, I have. I know. I think I was listening to it just before we met, because I thought, I'll get there on time.
Okay.
And it's really it's nice. It's nice.
The sweetest song on the album.
It's
the
nice.
most sincere.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, they're all sincere.
No, but this is I know.
So who is the sun on your skin, or what is the sun on your skin, or why is that such a great feeling for you?
Yeah. In some ways, it's quite literal. I literally wrote it last summer.
Yeah.
I was in a bad mood and I left the house and it was a sunny day.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed within 10 minutes, I'm not in a bad mood. I'm having a lovely day. And it was, the simple effect of like living in the moment and enjoying the literal sun on my literal skin. And that just that title came in my mind, and then just went from there.
Okay.
And wrote the song sitting in a park in the sun.
Oh, there we go. It's about having the sun on your skin. This is Sun on My Skin by Archie Shuttler.
Who can sincerely say that their soul doesn't sing when you see the seeds spring into summer? If you follow the river back upstream, you'll arrive at its source wonder. And the sun on my skin makes me want to win at life. The lambs in the field are frolicking as the shepherd calls to his daughter, and the starlings are chirping and harmonizing. He says this year we won't take them to slaughter. And the sun on my skin makes me want to begin again and again and again and again. Like the new sun dawning every morning, with the dog on the porch scratching and yawning, and the sun on my skin makes me want to ring my mother and tell her I love her. And the sun on my skin makes me less neurotic. If only it made despots less despotic. But now ain't the time to dwell on war crimes, 'cause now it is time for the sublime. And this song's here to sing, even when there's no sun on your skin.
Sun on My Skin by Archie Shuttler. And I've started to feel the warmth quite early on in that song. And then about 2 minutes in, I felt, if I was a lighting engineer, I'd be turning all the oranges and yellows up and kind of like making the audience, all the warm ones up, making all the audience feel wide. So I'd start flooding the audience with the light. And so you'll have to tell the lighting engineer that when you get to the Spice of Life, that, could you do this for Carl?
I'll mention
on the 29th of July at the Spice of Life from 7 p.m. The preview party album launch, live music with a full band and discount orchestra. And I don't want to remember them all. Victoria Alexandra, did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Scamby Soup.
And Sam
Butler rhymes with Shuttler. That's an easy way to remember.
It is an easy way to remember. So we've got 10 minutes left, and we haven't got time to play all of the songs from the album. But I hope that so far we've teased people into thinking that it might be a really good idea to go down there on the Spice of Life. I'll have to
Let's hope so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I'm going to ask all of the people that are performing that night to send me some music so that they can you can hear what they're like as well, to give you more reason to go. But let's think. Roll Bus Roll I like. I did listen to that. But what would you choose next to kind of like tease people with some gorgeous music from your new album, Accidental Death of a Cactus?
Well, as we're talking about the live show, the one I think that is the funnest live,
okay,
it often ends in bit of a sing-along, call and response with the audience, is Lovely Little Evening.
Ah, yes.
Which is what I hope the 29th of July at the Spice of Life will be.
Yes. Just get rid of that. All right, Lovely Little Evening. Is this a moment in time that you had, or is it
this was
a moment in time you're going to have?
Accumulation, or you know how novelists, they might put 10 people they've met into one character.
Yes.
This is maybe 300 lovely little evenings I've had that I've kind of just put into one idealised evening.
Lovely little evenings in my life include dinner at yours, so I'll always remember dinner at yours.
It was fun,
it was gorgeous, in Greenwich Way. So, Lovely Little Evening. Let's hear it. This is Archie Shuttler with Lovely Little Evening.
The moon is fat, I can see it from my flat. How about that? And the dancers are jiving under the street lighting, a warm orange glow from head to toe. Everyone has stopped muttering, and the dresses are fluttering, and the lights have stopped stuttering, their tails betray, and there's a warm breeze, and a sense of ease. There's no need to squeeze out pleasure, 'cause it comes at its own leisure. What a lovely little evening, it's got me believing in life again, in life again. What a lovely little evening, it's got me believing in life again, in life again. Yes, it's a full moon on an evening in June. It's a boon, and it deserves a tune. And the moon on my skin makes me want to sing as the starlings take wing, and the stars start to ring and twinkle. What a lovely little evening, it's got me believing in life again, in life again. Yeah, what a lovely little evening, it's got me believing in life again, in life again. Sense the sweet Amelia as I'm dancing with Cecilia. There's no need in this glass for the past or future, and the syllables are floating, connectivity denoting a new mother is doting on her baby. What a lovely little evening, it's got me believing in life again, in life again. Yeah, what a lovely little evening,
hear myself singing along already. I'm already two-stepping with my missus.
There we go.
Yeah, perfect. The ageing process that you're going through with this album seems to, according to the most recent songs that we played off the album, it seems to be suiting you, sir.
I would say so. Yeah.
No darkness at all in the song just there, just pure joy.
That one, no, that's purely joyous.
Pure joy, yeah. And the other one was the most sincere about the and may I say that if you are like me, when you're feeling sad and you think I don't want to leave the house. Just even if it's just walk to the end of the road and then walk back up again, it's amazing, this earth that we live on, and this feeling that you can get from being even in the middle of a concrete estate, that just being outside will give you some boost, a tiny little boost.
And if you're listening in London, which I guess most people are, you know, we've got more green spaces in London than most other
get out.
In the world.
There's something around the corner. We should mention again that the reason why I'm talking to Archie Shuttler is because his preview album launch is on the 29th of July at the Spice of Life, along with Discount Orchestra, Skembe Soup, Victoria Alexandrum, and Sam Butler. Let's talk about what you do when you're not launching your album. You host an open mic night on Wednesday, which is every Wednesday.
So there's one every Wednesday, Angel of Bow, and one every other Thursday.
Okay, Angel of Bow. No one around here will know where the Angel of Bow is. Where's the Angel of Bow? And I know it's in Bow.
Yeah, that's the main giveaway is the Angel of Bow. It's on Devons Road, which
and that's every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Still got the half grand piano.
It's a lovely grand piano, and it's still there.
Yeah, cool.
And no one's spilt any drinks.
It's a wonderful night. They do gorgeous food, and it's a really nice atmosphere there. And then you do one which is a little bit closer for everybody, which is in the Old Nun's Head. Is that right?
Yeah, so it's Southeast. This is Southwest radio station, isn't it?
With Southeast is good enough for me, mate.
Yeah. So it's at a venue that you used to run many years ago.
There,
the Old Nun's Head, and guess where that is?
It's in the Nun Head. That's my guess.
That's a lovely.
Which is the next Thursday?
So it's not this week.
Okay, cool.
So it's whatever next week.
After. Yeah, not this Thursday.
Not
Thursday
very good
after.
at dates, as we talked about already.
Thursday after. All right, cool. Well, it's time to go. So thank you for coming along and talking about accidental death of a cactus, and let me play music that hasn't even been mastered yet, correct to your standards. Thank you, Archie Shuttler. Thank you very much. 29th of July, Spice of Life, the launch. I have to do the press the button now. Say goodbye, Archie.
Cheers, Carl.
And
bye,
say
everybody.
Goodbye to everyone. Yeah, there we go.
Love
all
you.
Right, bye. You're listening to the Monday Club. Listening to the Monday Club. Listening to the Monday Club.